The Money Trail series. I know you've heard of this about a year ago, more now. I've told you that there are certain cryptocurrencies that are on a particular trajectory. Now, I give you the research. I don't tell you how to think. You have to make your own investment decisions because I'm not there to do that for you. But let me tell you this. Check out these individuals here. This is a part of that knowledge wealth plan that has to do with zero knowledge proofs. And a lot of people don't realize how to watch my videos to see how you can use it to your advantage. SWFT Coin is an example. SWFT Coin, I have a series that is currently ongoing, but prior to that, there was a Money Trail series, and I'll put you in a position to win. So I want you to take a look. If you want to be a member as well, make sure you check out my memberships, which are available right here. And let's take a look at this conversation and get yourself in a position to win. What I said about the Money Trail series, this is a little bit of a refresher to you. The Money Trail series brought us to this project right here, Path.Protocol, because we saw that Matthew O'Neill stated that he was the CEO of MetaPath, Path.Finance, and that was consistent with this Path.Protocol post by him, which he says he's the CEO of Path.Protocol. Path.Protocol was connected to another ecosystem called a B2 network. Oh, let's get rolling. Now, I'm telling you, for some of you here, you're like, oh, let me go over to some other channel real quick because I want somebody to hype something to me. You want someone to shield something to you. I don't have nothing to shield for you, folks. I have researchable facts that can lead you to your wealth gaining, and I want to share them with you. This is important. Those people who rock with SWFT Coin, if you rock with knowledge, research over hype, you're going to rock with this. This is what we found out. We found out that the ecosystem of the B2 network had not been explored. We found out that this not being explored was a problem for you because in this, we found that Path.Protocol, these two companies which are underneath the same umbrella of MetaPath and SWFT Coin were seen on this network, the B2 network ecosystem, under a bridge. The bridge is part of the ecosystem. And what did we find out? We found out that in this ecosystem, there was a few things that stood out to you. Here's the first thing: AltLayer, Polygon. Now, let's go and let me look at your gorgeous faces as you look at my luxurious beard. Why does that matter? Because by us now establishing the root first, that we have SWFT Coin that owns MetaPath. MetaPath, which is the intellectual property of SWFT Coin. SWFT Coin owns MetaPath. MetaPath owns technologies and companies underneath it. I know you're saying, how can a technology own another company? I'll get to that in a second, but follow along with me. MetaPath showed us that they was connected to two project names, one called Path.Finance. Don't mix them up. Path.Finance. The second one was Path.Protocol. We found out that Matthew O'Neill, whoever that person was, who stated that the CEO of both Path.Protocol and Path.Finance made a mistake because in their earlier post, they posted Path.Protocol, which led us to an ecosystem called the B2 network. Now, I know you're thinking, what is the B2 network? It mainly services Asian countries, billions of dollars in it. When you look at the ecosystem for the B2 network, let me show you, folks. I told you then, as I told you now, this ecosystem had not been explored because we were tribal. And I say we, meaning that crypto people, we support cryptocurrencies like football teams. This one's better than this one. This one's going to do this. Folks, can we please not be so limited and have short-sightedness? It's a global economy, a global economy. One more time for the people in the back, a global economy. If it's a global economy, we need to care about what happens in France, Singapore, Hong Kong, China, Brazil, Europe, This makes it global. Otherwise, we don't have the basic principles of supply and demand. It's so frustrating, isn't it, when you see people talking about, I can't wait till it blows up. I don't know why this thing is going down, because it's a global economy. If you don't have a buyer and you don't have a seller, then basic economics tells you that you have a product that won't move. So if crypto goes up, that means there is a buyer and a seller. Are we on the same page? So B2 Network is, we look at Coinbase as being an American place that off ramps for us to get cryptocurrency. Coinbase, right? We recognize that. The B2 Network is an ecosystem that's mainly used in Asian countries with a lot of power, a lot of money behind it. Now, let's continue with this part. Now, we look at this right now and we see this ecosystem. And this ecosystem showed us AltLayer. Now, why is that important? Because AltLayer uses something called zero knowledge rollups. You will not get that tonight because I've been talking about this for months. You will get that as a part of the program that I'm providing to you on the Connected series. And you, for the members who join the members, you can get my training and I'll teach you these concepts so you can better understand it. Because I heard this from a marketer: a confused mind doesn't buy. That's the problem. Our research cannot be based on our limits of our understanding. Listen to what I'm telling you, for your people. I believe that people invest based on what they understand. You would buy a car, but you don't know how to work on the motor, right? The value of that car is based on your understanding of what's perceived as value. A Bugatti is more expensive than a Toyota Camry. You know this why? You assume certain things: the motor, the leather, the way it runs. That makes it have value, perception, as well as things about it. But if you've never heard of a Bugatti, if you've never seen a Bugatti, if the word has never come up in your life, then a Toyota Camry may seem like it has more value just because you are not knowledgeable about that topic. That's how I see zero knowledge proofs. That's how I see cryptocurrencies. We are being limited by a few things: by the knowledge of the creator who's creating content, who can only talk about a meme coin because that's their level of understanding, or a creator who only can talk about products that they understand. What I believe is that all of us can understand even the most complex topics, as long as the person providing the information, the content creator researcher, breaks it down in a way that you can understand it. And that is the big connection. AltLayer and ZK rollups, zero knowledge proofs, are part of the fundamental thing that you need to know, because it's over security and privacy. Now, with that being said, let me get back to this video so you can get this information. So as we look at this, I'm bringing you down the money trail. I'm bringing you down this space that not a lot of people are going to go. There is a biblical verse that says, wide is the gate that enters into hell, and narrow is the gate that goes to heaven. Now, why? Many people can't pass down this narrow road of knowledge. Many people can't pass down this straight and narrow road that I want to bring you. They want to bring you through the broad road, easy stuff, meme coins, easy stuff, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I am bringing you down the harder road. I am telling you what the billionaires and millionaires are investing in. Don't you want to get the product or technology that is the hinge to the door that the billionaires have invested in? Or do you want to buy the door? Sure, the door seems more lucrative. Buy Bitcoin, 125,000 at the time in which this video was being done live with you. But what is more important? The hinges that keep the door. It doesn't matter how expensive that door is if the hinges are the thing that hold it together. I am here to help you see hinges. Find other people if you want to buy the door. Find the knowledge by surrounding yourself by people like myself and others who can give you the edge that you need to win. So I'm bringing you down this money path. This is what you need to know. Now let's get to the SWFT Coin conversation that I've been holding back. I showed you John Shen here with President Biden in the White House in 2022. Innovation leader John Shen joins President Biden at the White House. Now, you're going to say, for those who've never seen my billionaire blueprint or SWFT Coin, who the heck is John Shen? I'm going to give you a quick connection because it's connected to what's happened now that you don't know about. John Shen was the man on the ground who allowed and facilitated SWFT Coin CEO Rambo Lam, aka Bo Lam, to immigrate from Singapore all the way here to the United States in 2016 in order to start a company that Tim Draper, the billionaire, invested in later on. The money that was needed to start the company from a fundamental level had to come from somewhere. John Shen is also on the white paper. John Shen was noted as a team member, but what was his role? His role was to ensure that there was some type of money that went into a company that you know as SWFT Coin, but I know that the real name is not SWFT Coin. The real name of this company is called GooCoin, GooCoin. GooCoin, I discovered as we looked at the patents and trademarks, was the registered name for the company. So when you say SWFT Coin, SWFT blockchain, you're referring to technologies, folks. When you say GooCoin, you're talking about the underlying company in which these technologies are built from. You know, XRP makes XRPL, but what is the name of the company that it created XRP? That's what I'm telling you. This is the minute areas that most content creators and researchers overlook, either because they don't know or they didn't research or they didn't know how to get that research. I discovered that for you. GooCoin is the company registered in California, and this company is what SWFT blockchain, SWFT Coin, MetaPath are all tied to. And we know this through the patents and trademark filings that were made for SWFT blockchain, SWFT Coin. Now, let's get back to it. John Shen, right here in front of you. He is right here in front of you. And the thing that's important about him, he had connections all the way to the top. Stop thinking about crypto being red or blue. It doesn't matter. Every time it's going to go the area of least resistance. He was associated with the Biden White House in 2022. He went there about innovation leader and what he's doing, some huge things, but he got Rambo Lam here. Now, this is what you need to know. We have went through all this. I laid the foundation, but now it's time for you to make up your mind and explore further. Now, if you want to see more about this topic, then I have plenty of ways for you to do that. First thing, become a member, and you can see my exclusive membership at the Underdog Analyst level, where I am deep diving the SWFT Coin conversation, where I'm going deeper than I ever have gone before. Or you can also watch the Connected series. Do them both. My Connected series allows you to see the bigger macro connections all the way down to the micro connections. There's 3 different types of conversations I'm having in Connected series. Connected series, Connected deep cuts as well. And that is where it leads you to more information that can help put yourself in a position to win. I can't tell you what to buy. I can't tell you how to invest. I can't tell you when to sell or when to not sell. That is not my job. My job is simply to share with you knowledge so you can research it and put yourself in that position to win. Well, thanks for watching. Until next time, this has been Underdog Research Channel.